Patriots. How y'all guys doing? It's just waking up. About to soon get ready for work in probably another hour. Uh, if it's my usual that tunes in, you know what to do. If it's your first time, please hang out. And hopefully, if you like what you see, we'll go from there. Anyway, I wanted to talk about uh, some things this morning. First things first, I want to talk about the arrest of Susan Lorincz. If y'all haven't heard, I want to say the day before yesterday, they arrested her. Okay, she's in custody for shooting AJ Owens. Now, if you don't know this story, I'm about to make it very simple, straight to the point. Okay, AJ Owens' kids were in a field, allegedly. They say they weren't doing anything wrong. The white neighbor, Susan Lawrence, saw them, started throwing skates at them, then picked up their iPad and threw it at them, and then took their iPad, went to her house. Kids went and, told their mother. Their mother took the kids, marched over there. You know how that goes with a lot of black folks, especially black mothers with Blackistan like behavior. Said some harsh words to each other. I guess Susan felt threatened, and Susan lit her up through the door. Now, Mrs. AJ Owens is dead. Again, rest in peace to Miss AJ Owens. My condolences to the family. This is what I gather from this, bro. Everybody is all on this case at first saying it's racial. Now, we talked about this in my video the other night, what I felt. Now, I was wrong. I thought that she wouldn't get arrested, but I should have known that this is a different time now. Everybody being to the wokeness of BS. But she's arrested. You already know what's going to happen from this point on. Benjamin Crump has got his little arrest. He got his victory. He's probably done flew back to his office, waiting for the next ambulance chase to happen. Protesters are probably saying, "Woo, she's arrested now, child. This is great." And they probably going in to the house and everything's back to normal. I want to say some things here, and I know it's controversial, but it's going to be realistic that nobody's not talking about. These two women been beefing for 2 years as neighbors about the same situation. Her children, 2 years. Everybody wants to say, why didn't the white woman call the cops? But nobody won't talk about why the black lady didn't call the cops before it got to this point to where she tried to be confrontational with a neighbor who just threw skates, allegedly, threw your iPad that you brought for your children at them. That should tell you something. If someone has the gall to do that, they probably got firepower in their house or some type of weapon that they can use to get you the upper hand. Now I know a lot of people gonna say, "Well, she should have came over there with the strap with the pepper spray." No, it doesn't matter because if she would have done that, now she's putting herself in the same situation to recommend this lady to use deadly force, stand your ground for self-defense. The smarter thing should have been AJ Owens should have done was, okay, kids, I'm calling the cops. Call the cops over to her house. Listen, this woman got my kids' iPad, things of that nature. We've been beefing for 2 years. It's getting to be dangerous now. Cop would have escort you over there with you, tell her to come outside. She wouldn't have had no ground to stand on. you would have lived to see another day. But we don't never talk about that in the black community, do we? We don't never talk about that. We always want to blame the other party that isn't black. That's what I'm pissed off about because it's not fair to the contrary of the situation. Now I'm gonna tell you what else is about to happen. And yeah, it's gonna go to trial. And I hate to say it, unfortunately, this white lady's about to be made an example out of because nobody don't want their city tore up. Now you know you're gonna say, well, Joel, this is Ocala, Florida. It's Marion County, Florida. Population of about 100,000, 200,000 people in the whole county. Ain't nobody gonna tear that up. Yes, the hell they will. This is a county that has a lot of people, a lot of retirees in that area. Okay, a lot of people go to this county to retire, and a lot of them are, yes, I said it, white Americans. They don't want their property tore up by some black ninjas that's on some protest BS. So what they're gonna do is make her the sacrificial lamb. She's probably gonna get the book thrown at her, and it's gonna be a wrap. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. All because of two women acting on emotion, trying to see who had the upper hand. So yes, I'm just gonna be 100% straight to the point. Both of them at fault in this situation. Sad but true. But unfortunately, the other one that is alive gonna have to get the brunt end of the stick because of the way our cultural dynamics is right now. Speaking of cultural dynamics, let's talk about Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson. Now y'all know Brandon Johnson beat Beetlejuice on the election, and everybody said that this guy was going to be the next thing since wheat bread, right? He was going to be everything that they were looking for to make Chicago great again. And no, Brandon Johnson is worse than Lightfoot, and that is yeah, that is so sad. At least Lightfoot made it appear. No, not even appear. At least Lightfoot just told you straight out she just didn't give a damn and just wanted a check. This guy always wants to put a BS woke imperative, you know what I'm saying, instead of helping Chicago. Let's talk about it here. We had Memorial Day weekend. We had all them shootings going on. He talked about, oh, we gonna have programs, barbecues. We got people out and being active. Yeah, and the streets of Chicago, the gangbangers, was basically saying at the same time, dude, go F yourself. Let me show you how it really done. Please hold my Hennessy. Yeah, and that's exactly what they did. They did show them how it was really done. They had 50 something people shot, nine dead in your city. In your city. While you were playing cards, talking about you mingling with the neighborhood. Newsflash, Brandon, you can't mingle with the neighborhood right now. You have a problem going on. You have a serious problem. Chicago is riddled with violence. It's riddled with violence. You got mass shootings going on in your city on a daily basis. You're tracking to be one of the top three deadliest cities in America per capita. So instead of trying to play cards and do programs, why don't you focus on cracking down on crime, putting people in jail and holding them accountable? Quit letting these jokers out because you want them to have a second chance because They're a product of their environment. I'm so sick of hearing that. If they're a product of their environment, you correct it by putting their ass in jail. You can't save everybody. Make the programs in jail. How about that? Y'all want to do programs so bad? Let it be in jail. But right now, this is ridiculous. Now here you go again, saying now you want the media. You want the media to stop talking about your city. So if you don't live here, don't talk about us. Newsflash, Brandon. It's a free country, buddy. Freedom of speech, freedom of press. They have every right to talk about your city. And if you're so upset about it, why don't you get off of your behind? Because that's what you got voted to do, right? And crack down on the nonsense. Quit giving these jokers a pass. You got everything illegal going on in your city. Everything. Gang violence, drug trafficking, human trafficking. You name it, it's going down in Chicago. So if you wanted to stop, then it's time for you to get some balls and do your job. Quit trying to be friendly with everybody, Brandon. That's what Lori Lightfoot did. You see what it landed her out of a job after 2 years, and you're about to be on the same path. In Chicago, you citizens, why do y'all keep voting for these liberals? I don't understand it. Y'all always vote for the same BS. Well, he's about community. He's so friendly. He loves the neighborhood. Quit getting people that is lovey dovey. Why don't you get somebody that is hard nosed? Huh? Because those are people that actually give a damn about your city. They're going to stand up for your city. Y'all won't do that. Y'all always get these crackpots, these jackrabbits, these nutcases. And then you get in your feelings when you don't get anything accomplished. Ooh, why is my city like this? I can't walk down the street. Oh, yeah, that's because you keep doing the same thing. You know what the definition of insanity is? When you keep doing the same thing over and over and you want a different result. Well, y'all done been voting liberals for the past 30 plus years and your city ain't getting no better. So what that tells you, it's time to take a different approach, huh? Why don't you get you a conservative in there for a change? Not no rhino, a real old school conservative with conservative values. I promise you, your city will be straightened up. I promise you, some of these thugs will take 2 to 3 thoughts in their head. They'll think about 2 or 3 times before doing something. They'll be like, nah, I don't think so. This ain't it. I'm telling you, man, these people are idiots. Uh, Speaking of racial situations and people being idiots, let's talk about the NFL player. I want to say his name is Rudolph Taylor. I might be wrong, but I think his name is Rudolph. He used to play in the NFL. Well, you got a lot of these woke people that says that black folks don't get a fair trial in the court system, and that we're systematically what they call that. Uh, they say it all the time. Oppressed. Yeah. Systematically oppressed. Well, guess what? How in the world can we be that oppressed when Rudolph, ex NFL player, got off with 1 count of murder and 3 counts of attempted murder after running out of his house and shooting a vehicle while it was moving away from the home? The jury found him not guilty and justified for self-defense. But remember now, black folks don't get a fair trial in the court system. Remember, y'all, remember that? Once you get charged with anything, no matter what color, we oppress. Pretty impressive to me. Seems like black folks getting more passionate than I've ever seen in my life, but I digress. But either way it goes, congratulations to the man. Uh, the story was pretty messed up. He got into an argument with his girlfriend. The girlfriend told some people, I guess that was some friends of hers that were guys, and they decided to come back there and try to harm this man. And he decided to give them firepower, and one of them went to see Jesus. This is how it is, man. You got to be careful. You can't fight every battle. Can't get involved with everybody, man. That's why you got to use common sense, especially on people's property, because people will defend their home. That's why when I got any beef with somebody about something they did to my family, I don't go to their property. I want to talk to you in a public setting. So that way we both don't even kill. Because I don't know what you got at the house. You don't know what I got on me while I'm entering your house. But if we in open field, if we both got heat, it's fine. It's all about then who is going to be crazy enough to use it first. But that's another story for another day. Last but not least, let's talk about this presidential fear, guys. I have never in my life seen so many conservatives running for president against Donald J. Trump. I already knew DeSantis. I know Nikki was going to do it. I know Tim Scott was going to do it. Now we got, I think it's Christie Republic. I don't know what he is. Christie, yeah, Christie. He's running against Trump. And then we got some other guy that's running for Trump. There's so many of them. Like, I'm looking like, dude, y'all ain't helping yourselves at all. All y'all say y'all don't want Trump to be part of the next chance of being president. Well, you giving them all the votes. I don't know if y'all purposely doing it and not realizing it, or it's part of design. But it's to the point now. All Trump needs is 30% of the vote, and he's good to go. He's gonna be a nominee. I don't even know why these people run it. Half of these folks don't have no strong track record and don't know how to stand up and talk to anybody. Okay. Uh, First example given. I love Tim Scott. I think Tim Scott is an amazing speaker, a positive energy guy. But Tim do not have the balls to go up and talk to a point with China to make China realize they need to understand what's about to happen. Tim sounds like your high school history teacher that's trying to give you a taste of history with a plate of food or something. I don't know. He just don't sound. I can't take you serious. Nikki, very tough lady, but come on, you going against guys that don't respect women. Even if Trump get indicted, they got to worry about DeSantis. He'll mess around and get all the votes. And I don't trust DeSantis right now because DeSantis want to roll stuff back that Trump already done did. Like for instance, he wants to roll back the what they call that the the uh the rehabilitation thing that Trump did for people that go into jail. He want to roll that back, and I thought that was a good plan that Trump had. And DeSantis don't know if he rolls that back. Guess what? Now you're gonna lose a lot of your black vote in the conservative arena, and a lot of Hispanic and a lot of white votes too, because a lot of white conservatives do believe in second chances if the program's right and it's working. So once again, he's fucking up, and he trying to do that to outdo Trump. Talking about the program don't work. What you mean it don't work? Program's been working so far. Is getting the right criminals out in jail to meet certain criteria, and they're not committing no more crimes. They're reformed. There's not a one yet that Trump has released on that program that fit that criteria that has reoffended. The only ones I've been seeing reoffended is the ones that these liberals are letting loose. So that right there is a bunch of BS. So no, I'm just telling you now. I see this field is going to get really, really light in about another 4 or 5 months because they ain't got the juice to compete with Trump. This man, Trump is an icon, a icon. I give you an example. It's like you trying to get into a good looking Instagram model DMs, right? But lo and behold, she's got a guy who's an average schmo or Joe who is all in her guts all day, every day. While you still trying to be in her DMs and she's sipping you out, sending her money. She's spending on him. But that's what's going on with this situation right here with these people trying to go and compete with Trump and trying to get that fan base. Exactly, Jared. By Soros DAs. Not by Trump's, Soros DA. So yeah, exactly. So no, I just don't feel it, bro. I'm not excited about this. This is nothing that's gonna make me say, "Oh my God, this is the big best thing." So I really think that all these guys trying to jump in the field of president is really just wasting people's money. I would not donate if I was any of these people that boosters or campaign supporters. I wouldn't donate a whole lot of money because you're gonna be very upset. And let me say this. Someone also said that the reason why there's so many people running in the Republican field, in the conservative field for president is because they're trying to audition to be vice president for Trump again, which kind of makes sense. And speaking of making sense, Pence, I don't even know why Pence is running. You are the most hated guy in America. You had the bag, bro. All you had to do was stand up for Trump on January 6th, and you couldn't do that. You threw that man under the bus. And the only thing you can reply is my heart and my duty. And look at you. No one likes you, Pence. I don't even know why you running. Nobody gonna vote for your ass. I ain't seen no one yet running around saying I'm a Pence guy. It's either been DeSantis or Trump. So you just wasting money. I don't even know. You can't even be nobody's vice president. I don't want you to be my vice president no at all. Cause you suck. You weak. You'll do anything. Exactly. Pence. Never heard of her. Yeah, it's a her all right. Oh, Pence behind. Talking about he running. I'm running for president. Man, sit your behind down. You be lucky if you get 2 votes. Nobody is not dealing with you. Now, South Carolina is feeling DeSantis' speeches. Now, remember, DeSantis is a good speaker, but my thing is he going to be able to back up with the establishment? Because Trump is rich. He don't need the establishment money or the suits money. That's why they don't want him there. DeSantis, I feel like he can be bought. Sorry. I mean, I like the dude, but I just feel like when you start going to bigger ambitions like this, you can be bought. Because if he couldn't be bought, I don't think that he would be running at all. He would just let Trump handle everything. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for y'all. I got to work this weekend. Friday, I'm gonna try to stream something. I don't know yet. I just got a lot going on. I'm still unpacking my house. I'm still trying to work on my schoolwork. Y'all know I'm doing my chef thing. Products, shirts. Yes, I am going to design some shirts though Friday. I do know that. Please be on the lookout of the shirts and support the shirts, guys. All right, I am trying to make content to where people can buy stuff and support. I'm also going to have phone cases, the whole nine. Also, I will start having my logo, Joel Davis Media Network shirts, blown up and produced as well. Support the logo, man. Tell people about the network because we're here to stay. So if you don't hung out this long, please like, share, subscribe. Jump in my comment section and tell me what you think about Susan Lorincz arrest. Do you think she's going to get railroaded to the end, or is she going to beat the Chargers like Rudolph that used to play in the NFL? Next question. What do you think about Brandon Johnson? Is he for Chicago or is he for the paycheck? And do you think that people have the right to talk about Chicago violence if they're not there? And last but not least, tell me what you guys think about all these conservatives running for president. Do you think they're auditioning to be vice president for Trump, or do you actually think they all want to be president? Please like, share, subscribe at this point.